Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, September the 5th, and I feel like today is the day, or this week is the week of like getting back on track, new beginnings, everybody wanting to get back to their health and fitness routine. So today I wanted to talk about 3 quick and easy ways to know exactly what to eat so that you can get lean, or if you're in a calorie deficit, be on track with your meal plan and also your nutrition as well too. So I wanted to cover these steps with you guys to really help you, give you the tools that you need to set up your week for success when it comes to nutrition. But with all of you out there today, or that are watching me live, please feel free to write any comments in the comment section if you have any questions. But I'm going to really lay out for you how I set my week up for success when it comes to nutrition. And this all comes down to a plan. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can plan out your meals for the entire week using some really great resources that I have for you guys that you can use. And hopefully this will alleviate a lot of, planning, a lot of time on your end with knowing what you need to eat when it comes to your meals. So I'm going to just put this on my phone over here. So if any of you guys have any questions while I'm doing this, I will monitor on my phone as well too. So who's watching? Say hello, pop it in the comment section. I'd love to know who's watching right now. How many of you guys had kids going to school? Pop it in the comment section. My girls started grade 3 and grade 5 today. They were so cute. I took their pictures this morning. They actually, we have like a chalkboard, and they actually wrote on the chalkboard this year, first day of grade 3, first day of grade 5, and it was really super cute to see. So if any of you guys had any kids starting school today, let me know what grades they started. And also, if you had a chance to take any photos, did you do the photos, with the board or that sign saying first grade of grade 3 or grade 5? It was really, really cute. And they got up super early this morning. They were excited. They got ready. It was a great day. It's probably going to be the only day that they get up super early, because I think the novelty just dies, and then they're back to the regular routine of me having to wake them up and make sure that they're getting up and going in the morning. Okay, so I know a lot of us are really, really busy. We're busy moms. We have a full-time career. Maybe we're working. We've got a lot of things going on. So it might be very challenging for us to eat healthy. And especially if you are in a fat loss phase where you're trying to lose weight, the nutrition is really what's going to drive the fat loss. Okay. You need to be in a calorie deficit or a moderate calorie deficit. If your body is ready for fat loss, I've covered all of this before in previous trainings that, you might not be ready for fat loss, but if you are in a fat loss phase, it is really, really important to plan out your meals. So the first thing that I'm going to dive into is, first of all, knowing what meals you're going to make. So I have a recipe book. It's a protein-packed recipe book. If you are a part of my community, you get a free copy of my recipe book. So we want to start off by looking at what are we going to be making for the week. And with this countless options that offer not only protein-packed recipes, but they also taste really good. So, I think there's a big misconception that in order for you to lose weight or eat healthy, that you have to eat foods that are really bland, but that's totally not the case. I have devoted a lot of time and energy in creating really family-friendly recipes. And this is one of the things that all of our clients love about our programming, is that they are not eating separate meals from their family. They are all eating meals that are nutrition. They love nutritious and delicious. and they're still able to reach their fitness goals with these really great recipes. So the thing is that you want to have a lot of variety if you can, so that you're not eating the same food over and over again. You're also getting a lot of variety from different micronutrients in different foods. And you want to be preparing quick and easy meals. The other thing that I do recommend is doing some bulk cooking as well too. Like personally for myself, I like to cook, 2 proteins, 2 carbs, and make different meals out of that. But the first thing that you want to do is take a look at the recipe book. So I'm going to share my recipe book with you guys so that you can take a look at it and really see how valuable this recipe book is. If you don't have a copy of it and you are part of my Facebook community, you should grab it. And also this week, I'm going to be releasing something really amazing. So make sure you, keep an eye out for that as well too. But here is my recipe book. So the way that the recipe book is laid out is I've got lots of breakfast options here for you, lunch options, dinner options. I have some high protein snacks, sauces, and dips as well too. So what I always recommend is that when you are planning out your meals for the week, take a look at some breakfast options, and some lunch options and some dinner options. So first of all, you want to go through my recipe book and see what you want to make for the week. Okay, so that is the first step. Okay, is figuring out what am I going to make? What is my family going to love? I love for breakfast to make muffins or something like, so I've got lots of really protein packed muffin recipes, or overnight oats are really easy to make as well too. So we've got chocolate coconut protein muffins, blueberry protein muffins with ice cream, strawberry cheesecake protein muffins, chocolate banana protein muffins, pancakes, lots of really great options. Protein waffles, avocado toast with egg, that's super simple. French toast with ricotta, oatmeal protein cookies, like lots of really great options here. Oh, my new banana protein bread recipe, chocolate cream egg protein bars. Like guys, I have so many delicious recipes in here. Blueberry protein cheesecake, apple pie Dutch babies. There are the protein tiramisu. I just had that this morning. It is so, so delicious. Okay. So what you want to be looking at first is, what am I going to be making for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? What I do always recommend is first looking through the recipe book to decide what you want to make. The next thing that you want to be doing is creating a meal plan for yourself for the week. Okay, so I'm going to share an example meal planner, like an example of how I would plan out my meals for the week. So I'm going to share this with you so you guys can see it. So this is a weekly meal planner. I'm going to try and minimize this so that you can see this. Okay, so here's an example of my weekly meal plan. So what I like to do when I'm planning out my meals for the week is from Monday to Thursday, I like to make one breakfast recipe, or you could do 2 breakfast recipes. And that way I have all of my breakfast done for the entire week. Okay, so you'll see in this one here that I have planned to do blueberry protein muffin. So I will make enough for 5 servings. And if you look at my recipe book, the recipes are for always 5 or 6 servings, the breakfast recipes, because that way you get your breakfast done and ready for the entire week. Now, if you're one of my clients, you will need to modify those recipes according to your meal plan, and you can get help from your coach we can help you to modify those recipes according to your meal plan. The reason why they need to be modified is you want to make sure that your portion sizes are according to your meal plan. And if you're one of our, coaching clients, we will teach you how to do that. We do teach you how to do that. But if you need help figuring out your portion amounts for that, please reach out to your coach and we can help you do that. So you can see here what I've done is I have planned out for breakfast, blueberry protein muffins from Monday to Friday. And then for Saturday and Sunday, when I'm home for the weekend and I have some more flexibility, I will prepare things like eggs, toast, scrambled eggs or whatever. I'll do that on the weekend because I have time to make that in the morning. But I love doing something like the blueberry protein muffins or the banana protein bread because I'm working throughout the week. So I want to make sure that my meal, my breakfast is ready to go for the entire week. Okay. So then the next thing that I'm planning out is my lunches for the week. So what I will do is, like for this one here, I'll do like salad with chicken breast. My dressing's going to be oil and vinegar, salad with ground beef, salsa and sour cream. So this is a taco salad here. And then maybe I'll do another salad with chicken breast. And then I'll do egg roll in the bowl for 2 days in a row. And then for Saturday, I plan for like a free meal to have for lunch. So the other thing that I recommend too is, like, when we talk about free meals, I don't call them cheat meals. I call them free meals. For our clients that are following a specific meal plan, we incorporate these free meals where, you know, maybe they're not weighing out their food. Maybe they're going out for dinner with their family or friends. Maybe they have a barbecue or an event or a wedding. So we plan out those 2 free meals throughout the week where these are meals where you are not like weighing out your food, where you are going out and enjoying your meals with family and friends. And what we always recommend with the free meals is that you are prioritizing your meal around protein. Okay, we want protein packed meals. So what I've done is, you know, I've planned out for the entire week what I'm having. I planned out a free meal for Saturday. And then for Sunday, I did like tuna with mayonnaise and veggies. Okay. Or we'll do like the tuna coleslaw salad. It might be my free meal there. So the other thing that I am going to plan out is my dinners. So you'll see here that I'm doing like beef enchilada one night, chicken meatloaf another night, maybe shepherd's pie another night. I'll do turkey sausage for Thursday night, like on an osary bun with some veggies. Friday night, steak. Maybe I'll do turkey burgers. And then again, I'm planning for a free meal on the Sunday night. Then the other thing that I'm going to plan out is my snacks, right? We want protein packed snacks as well too. So I've got like fruit, Greek yogurt with stevia, and then popcorn. Maybe I'm doing fruit, turkey pepperettes, and rice crackers. You know, workout day. So this day I'm going to plan for a protein shake with 2 Rice Krispie squares. That's like my post-workout snack. Workout day, so protein shake with 2 Rice Krispie squares. And these are my 4 workout days. So I'm doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So my snack is going to be my post-workout snack as well too. Okay. So this is what I've done is I've planned out all of my meals for the week. Now, sometimes what I will do is if I'm planning out, like, so let's look at, we'll do a meal plan from scratch as well too. But for those of you that are watching right now, do any of you guys have any? Well, I think we do have some comments. Let me see here. Jenna's saying hi. My youngest started her first day of last year of high school. Wow, completely forgot to take a photo. Monica saying protein bars, my fave. I dip them in my coffee. Yes, I know you dip them in your coffee, which is amazing. Okay, so that is actually how I would plan out my meals for the week. Now let's do one for scratch. Okay, so this is another way that I would plan out my meals for the week. I'm going to share my screen and we will do this from scratch. If you guys want to be involved with me while I'm planning out my weeks or give me any suggestions, just pop it in the comment section so that I can take a look at some other suggestions that you guys have as well too. So let's start from scratch and plan out the meals for the week. Okay, I'm going to plan this like I planned it out for this week as well too. So what I've done for this week is I've actually made protein tiramisu. And I made enough for 3 servings. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I made enough protein tiramisu for these 3 days. On the weekend, I also made a variation of the banana protein bread, but I did it with peaches. So I made peach protein bread. This recipe is in my recipe book, guys. So all I did was I subbed out the peaches for, let me put peaches, protein bread. Peaches, oh, peach protein bread. Okay, sorry. Peach protein bread. So I'm going to do the same thing for here, and for here. So I made it for the entire week. And now I've got that ready to go for the entire week. Now, the other thing that I made yesterday as well too is I made a frittata. If you have a really busy weeknights, what meals do you find easiest if you have to eat on the go? Wraps. I'll always do wraps on the go. So what I would do on weeknights, if I didn't meal prep on the weekend, so first answer to that is if I know I have busy weeknights, I will meal prep on the weekend. So I would do something like shredded chicken, because those go really well in wraps, and I would just set myself up to make wraps. The other thing that you could do if you're really busy is go pick up a rotisserie chicken. And the other thing that you could do is make a whole bunch of like quesadillas if you want. Okay, so you would have to account for the calories in the wrap, but you could do quesadillas and you would use the wrap as your carb. You would put the shredded chicken in there and then add some cheese to it. Do that on, the stovetop. And now you've got quesadillas ready to go for, dinners on those nights that are really, really busy for yourself. Okay, so that's what I would do on weeknights when you're really, really busy and on the go. I find wraps to be the easiest thing because you can eat them while you're driving. So for lunch this week, what I did yesterday is I prepared a frittata. So I made a frittata. So that is going to be my lunch for today, and tomorrow is going to be my lunch for today, and tomorrow's the frittata. Now, the other thing that I made over the weekend is I made some rice, I made some ground chicken, and I'm just going to have that for dinner for tonight and tomorrow. So what I'll do actually for tonight is I'll do rice and ground chicken. And I'm probably going to put this should be going down like that. Sorry, guys. I don't know why that's coming up like that, but I'll do rice and ground chicken, and I'll add some veggies to it as well too. And then tomorrow night, what I will do is I will probably gonna make like a quesadilla tomorrow night. Okay. So I'm going to use the ground chicken, and I'm going to use a wrap for my, so I'll do chicken quesadilla. Am I writing this right? Quesadilla. I think that's how you spell it. So I'll do a chicken quesadilla. So I'll use the ground chicken and rice tonight. Tomorrow I'll do a chicken quesadilla. And then for the rest of the week, I will do some ground beef as well too. So with the ground beef, I'm going to make some fries supreme. Okay. And actually for lunch on the Tuesday, what I'll do is I'll do chicken quesadilla as well too. Okay. I'm not going to make it super complicated. Whatever I'm having for dinner, I make enough for lunch the next day. Okay, so I'm going to do chicken quesadilla this day. That's going to be the lunch the next day. Then I'm planning on cooking up a whole bunch of ground beef. So with the ground beef, what I'm going to do is I am going to make fries supreme with it. Okay, and I will do that for lunch the next day. Okay, so a lot of times what I'm making for dinner the night before, I will have for lunch the next day. Now, Thursday, Friday comes around. What I'm going to do Thursday night is actually, it's a free meal for me. I know I have a dinner on Thursday night that I need to go to. So that's going to be a free meal for me. And then on Friday, I will probably do a taco salad. Okay. So I'm using the ground beef and I'm going to make a taco salad out of that because it's ground beef, salad, and then I can just quickly make the dressing out of sour cream and salsa, which I have. Now, for Friday night dinner, what I like to do always for my meals on Friday and Saturday night is I'm doing things like easy, like turkey burgers, chicken burgers, turkey sausage. So I'm going to do chicken burgers on Friday night. And that will be my lunch on Saturday. Now, I also know I have a wedding on Sunday, so that's going to be my other free meal. Okay, is going to be the wedding on Sunday. So I've already accounted for my 2 free meals throughout the week. And then Saturday night, I will have steak. I always like to have steak on the weekend. So I'll probably do steak and potato. And then Sunday, I'm going to have leftovers for my lunch, do steak and potatoes, and then I'll have my free meal on Sunday night. Okay, so that's how I'm planning out my meals for the entire week. Now, for snacks, today I have my post-workout snack. Okay, so my PWO snack. So PWO snack, which is always a shake and Rice Krispie squares. Okay. And it's just going to be my post-workout snack. I work out Monday. Oh, sorry, guys. I forgot today is Tuesday. I'm getting confused here with the whole week. And then on Saturday for my snack, I will probably do cottage cheese and fruit. And I will most likely do some rice cakes. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing. Or Sunday, I'm going to be out at the wedding. So I probably won't have my snack on Sunday because I have my free meal, or I'll have my snack before I go to the wedding, which will most likely be Greek yogurt and fruit. And then I'll probably have some rice crackers. Okay. So there you guys have it. There is my entire meal plan for the entire week. So now you plan out your meals for the entire week. You have no problems following this, or you shouldn't have problems following this because you have a plan. You know exactly what you're going to be eating. And I find that when we don't have a plan, when we don't know when we're going to be eating, and guys, how long did this take me to do? 5 minutes, not even. I did it with you guys. So this took me literally 5 minutes to plan out my meals for the entire week. And, you know, for those of you that are new that are doing this, you might have some time to go through your recipe books, but like, it doesn't need to be really complicated. Like, look, I'm having rice and ground chicken, you know, I'm doing the frittata, like I'm doing really, really easy stuff. And actually yesterday for lunch, what I did have was chicken and potatoes. That's what I had for lunch yesterday. I'm forgetting that today is Tuesday. I'm totally getting off track here because yesterday was a holiday. But look how easy this was. Look how quickly this was for me to make this meal planner sheet. And the meal planner sheet, guys, this meal planner sheet, if you're one of my clients, it's provided to you in the meal prep guide. It's in the back of the meal prep guide. You have these meal planner sheets. And if you don't have it, just comment below and I will send you the meal planner sheets, or I'll upload it for you in the group. You can go and grab the meal planner sheet. But if you have the meal prep guide, the meal planner sheets are attached to the back of the meal prep guide for you to use. Okay. So this took me, like, honestly, 5 minutes to complete this. Now my meals are planned for the entire week. Now, the next thing that you need to do after this is, once you plan out your meals, is you got to go do your groceries, right? So based on your meals that you have planned out for the week, go back and look at the meals that we have planned. So let's just do a quick grocery list here of the things that you would need. Okay, so let me just pull something up here. I'm going to just pull up a Word document, and we are going to quickly do up our list, our grocery list. Okay, so based on the foods, I'm going to share this with you. Okay, so now I'm going to create my grocery list for the week. Okay, now I know for the protein tiramisu, I'm going to need Greek yogurt. I'm going to need cream cheese. I'm going to need flourish pancake mix. The other things that are in here I already have at home. So you need coffee, pretty much that. Oh yeah, and we also need protein powder for this. Okay, so coffee, protein powder. I already have this, so I'm going to just highlight that with yellow are the things that I already have. Okay. The other thing that I was making was the peach protein bread. For this, we need oats, flourish pancake mix, peaches, some stevia to sweeten a little bit, and we need protein powder. And we also need eggs. Okay, so that is for the protein tiramisu. Then we have the peach protein bread. Okay, so, and then for the rest of the week, I think I had eggs for the rest of the breakfast. So we've already got eggs on here. So eggs, toast bread. I'm going to put whole wheat bread. And then I have cheese. Okay, do you guys see this, what I'm making? Okay, cool. Okay, so breakfast, eggs, whole wheat bread, and cheese. Okay, so then we've got that. Now the next thing that I had on the list, let me go back to the list and see what we created. Hang on. So I had chicken, potato, frittata. So I need egg whites for that. Taco salad, chicken burger, steak. Okay, so let's go back to here. Let's go back, and I'm going to share my screen again. So for the frittata that I made, I needed asparagus. I used asparagus for it. Egg whites. Eggs. And then I used mozzarella cheese. Okay. The other thing that was on my list is I just did ground chicken, brown rice. And then the other thing we had was ground beef. So I've got ground beef on there. I'm making the taco salad. So I'm going to use protein wraps as well too, because I'm making the quesadilla as well. And then I want some salsa, sour cream, and then we have cheese, which is already on our list as well. And let's see what else I had on here. I should have printed this off. So chicken burger, steak, potatoes, Greek yogurt, fry supreme. Oh, fry supreme, we need potatoes for that. So let me go back to here. So fry supreme. We need ground beef, right? We need some potatoes. I'm going to use sweet potatoes for those, or you can use regular potatoes, but I want sweet potatoes. We need salsa, which is already on our list as well too. I'm going to want some green onions for this, and I think I'm going to do some peppers, okay? So that's for the fry supreme. Let's see what else I had on the list as well too. Let's go back to that. The chicken quesadilla, this will be easy because we're going to use wraps for that as well. Quesadilla. Why can't I write this? Quesadilla. Quesadilla. There we go. Okay, I think that's how you spell it. Anyways, we're going to want wraps for this. Chicken. And then some cheese. Super simple. And then maybe I'll have some salsa to dip it with. Super simple. I mean, I can add whatever I want to it. Onions, tomatoes. A lot of this stuff you might already have in your pantry and at home as well. Okay. And let's see what else I had on my meal plan. So, okay, chicken burgers, steaks, and potatoes. So that's the other things we need to add. So chicken burgers, steak, potatoes. And then the other thing that I would add to this is like what other type of veggies I want, right? So I might do like green beans. You know, I've already got asparagus this week, and I'll maybe do some broccoli for some other veggies that I can add to it. Yeah, you're welcome, Belinda. Yes, see, print off everything and start planning. Yeah, there is an updated recipe book. I sent it out there. So if you don't have it, then you can just email me and I'll send you the updated recipe book as well too. So chicken burger, steak, potatoes, green beans, broccoli. Let me see if I'm missing anything. I'm going to want to pick up some Greek yogurt, some cottage cheese. I've got protein powder already for my post-workout. So some other things are Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and I've already got my protein powder. I already have a big jug of that. Okay, so guys, this is it. Here is my grocery list for the week. I'm going to go out to the store. Now, the next step is that you got to go out to the store. You got to pick up all your items and then do a little bit of meal prep afterwards. And maybe I'll go through another live training another day on how to do your meal prep. But this is the foundational work that you need to do in order to set up your week for success when it comes to nutrition. Like, the meal planning should take about 5 minutes. Your grocery list is another 5 minutes. This takes a total of 10 minutes of your time to plan in your week up for success. Now you've got a good plan. You know, obviously you need the time to go grocery shopping, but we are all doing grocery shopping. I'm hoping that we're all doing grocery shopping anyways and not having all of our meals out. So if we set up our grocery shopping for the week, you go out grocery shopping. Now you spend a little bit of time meal prepping for the week, okay? I hope this was really, really helpful for you guys, but I just kind of wanted to walk you through how I plan out my meals for the week, how we teach our clients to plan out the meals for the week, and how to create your grocery list for the week so that you can make things really simple and easy. Now on the weekend, I made my breakfast for the entire week, and now I'm planning out meals that I can have. I'm meal prepping maybe 2 carbs, 2 proteins, like potatoes and rice and chicken and ground beef. And now I'm making a whole bunch of different meals with them throughout the week. I hope this was really helpful. Do we have any other questions for those of you guys that are watching live? Let me just check the comment section here. Yeah, we'll make an effort to plan better. I will print them. I did not see. Okay, yeah. So I'll send you the tiramisu. I have to go. Thanks for the lunch and learn. No problem, Belinda. Okay. So was this helpful for you guys? If it was, please let me know. Pop a comment in the comment section if you have any further questions. But I just kind of wanted to walk you through exactly how to plan out your meals for success for the entire week, starting with the plan and knowing exactly what you want to eat is always going to set yourself up for success. And then you can go from there. Can you show the meal plan again? Yeah, I'll show you the meal plan again. wonder if there's a way for me to make this smaller, but hang on, let me show you the meal plan again. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I was able to make it smaller so you could see it. Okay, here is the weekly meal plan. Okay, so you could see here what I made for what I planned out for breakfast. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the other one. I didn't have eggs planned for the week, so it's just the protein tiramisu and the peach protein bread, and that was it. So this is my meal plan for the week. I will show you the other example meal plan that I had done as well too, so you can take a look at that. And here's the other one that I had prepared as well too. Okay, so you guys, it should be in the recipe book, the protein tiramisu, and I think I also posted it within the group as well. It's also on my Instagram page. If you look there, there's the recipe on my Instagram page as well too. But yeah, so this is the example of the weekly meal planner sheet. If you had my meal, Denise, you received my meal prep guide. I don't know, maybe it's not in there actually. Anyways, if you're my clients, these weekly meal planner sheets are in your meal prep guide. And if you want a copy of these, I'm going to just post it in the group so that you can have this to use for yourself, or just use, plain piece of paper and pen and plan out your meals for the week. But I'll put these in there so you guys have it. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. I hope this was really helpful. Get to planning. Get to organizing your week. This will set you up for a lot of success when it comes to your nutrition and knowing exactly what you need to be eating for the week. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Have an awesome, awesome week. I will be back on, let me see, I think I'm back on Thursday. I will be back on Thursday, this week, Thursday at 12:30, doing another live. And we will be talking about, what are we doing? We will be talking about how to lose belly fat during menopause and what you should be doing during menopause to lose belly fat. So we'll be covering that on Thursday at 12:30. So that's Thursday, September the 7th. We will see you all then. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Bye now.